Welcome back to Ozarks Fox AM. It's time to check in with our good friend Cammie Jenkins for this week's edition of Be Blessed.
I was in Chicago last week. Coming in for our plane to land, we were just about on the ground when the plane suddenly jerked and started going up at an extreme angle. All the passengers were wide-eyed and worried. We were back up in the sky before the pilot told us on the speaker that the weather and fog was much lower than had been advertised and that they had to figure out another plan to get us on the ground. After a few more minutes, we were informed that another aircraft had just landed by coming in from the other direction. They told us that we should be fine coming in from the opposite way. Should be? That's not the kind of security I want. I don't want to probably have a safe landing. I wanted someone to tell me with certainty that we would be landing safely. I was reading a book by Francis Chan during this aborted landing, and I was on the line that said, can you imagine what it would be like to never get stressed out or to worry because you are so filled with the peace and love of God? Conviction time. But in all seriousness, that's the kind of promise we are all looking for. We don't want a doctor to tell us that we should be all right. We want to know that we will be all right. In any situation, we want to have the security of knowing that everything will work out well. Do you want to know why I follow Jesus? Because he is the only sure thing. There's nothing else I can put my faith in that not only gives me promises, but that will not fail me. Hebrews 13:5 and 6 says, "For God has said, I will never fail you. I will never abandon you." So we can say with confidence, the Lord is my helper, so I will have no fear. And you better believe I had to remind myself of this on that flight. And even when my time here on earth is over, I have the certainty of where I spend eternity. And I want you to have that peace as well. Be blessed.
That's a good reminder.
Yes.
I know you don't like to fly.
I honestly, when she was talking about it, I was like, I don't even want to talk about this today. I don't like talking about it.
Can I not talk about it then?
You can. I'll just be like,
do you not want to talk about it? Well, this is the point. The point is this. The stories that you've heard about people who are in a situation like that, there may be some chaos in the beginning, but then things get quiet. And the reason I feel like they get quiet is because I think people realize in that moment you aren't in control of anything. I think people are just kind of your whole life maybe flashes, before your eyes, and you're realizing that, you're in the situation, and what will be. And I think it reminds you that there's only that God is the only true thing you can rely on. You can't count on mechanics to not fail you. You can't count on people to not fail you.
Yep.
You can't count on your job to always be there,
right?
Or anything, honestly, in this life. So, nobody wants to have something like that happen. That's very scary, and you're still not talking about it.
I want to change the subject.
Okay,
I really do.
But can we just
yes, we can talk about
to something else?
Cammie and how blessed she is, and we love her so much. And I agree with everything she says.
Seriously, it bothers you that much to talk about it?
Oh my gosh, I am having anxiety right now talking about it.
Really?
I don't like to put it. If you speak it, you put it out in the universe. I am not speaking it. Do you know what I'm saying?
No.
Like, I always think it like I agree with her message 100%.
Yeah.
Like, I understand where she's coming from, and in that situation,
No,
you're
we're
right.
not speaking that anything's bad's going to happen to you on a flight. That's not what we're saying.
I know, but I just don't like to think about it.
No, we're just saying. But honestly, I used to travel all the time,
Right.
and I did not like to fly either. And I will tell you, no, I didn't like to fly, and I overcame that just because of this thing we're talking about. Because I had to fly so much that I didn't want to be terrified every time. I never took anything. I never drank anything. I just realized that I'm not in control. This is my job. I have to go. I'd get on the plane and I'd say, you know what, God, I really don't want to go down. This is not how I want my life to end. But I'm with her. It is what it is, and you do your best, and that's what you do.
I always typically have to talk to people because when you are flying, you run into people who they call the frequent flyers who fly for business all the time. Like they have to fly all the time.
A couple times a week.
If not more. They're always flying. And they're just like, no big deal. Yeah. And I used to be when I was younger, fantastic flyer.
Yeah.
They don't even think about it.
Yeah.
I think as you get older, you just think about that kind of thing.
But here's the thing, too. As I flew more, I became more aware of the sounds of the plane. You know, that jolt that happens like when you're about, a minute up in the air, and that is just the landing gear coming back up. You get used to the sounds, just like in your house. Yeah. You get used to the creaks and the cracks, and you know what is, and you hear a noise, and you think, oh, I know what that is. And it helps. So knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power, you know. So anyway, but I understand what she's saying. And even if, now, nothing happened, thank God, but if something were, she had assurance of where she would be afterwards as well.
No, I agree.
Hey, Jer,
what?
Why don't we switch the subject to maybe making some Reese's peanut butter cupcake cookies?
I think that's a fantastic idea because my mom gave me this recipe, and she said she made it, and everyone at her work just went berserk for it. They loved it
brand new
so
recipe?
much. Well, yes and no. I think my Aunt Becky sent it to my mom. My mom made it. You're getting a shot of them right now. This is what I'm making next.
I can't wait to eat one.
These are so good. If you love peanut butter, you love chocolate, you love Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, you're going to love this. And it's super duper easy because technically, Kelly, technically, it's really just two things.
Okay.
And you put them together, technically, but then you have to add like the oil and the egg and stuff. But I'm just saying, technically, it's so easy.
Well, technically, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups are my favorite thing in the world.
You're gonna love them. I think
we're going to try these. We're going to see how Jeremy makes these. When we come back, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Yes, I can't
Can you smell the peanut butter from here?
Oh, yes, I can. Yes.